Breaking news across the world. Mark Carney has shocked Washington with reports of a possible meeting with China's President Xi Jinping. For decades, Canadian foreign policy moved in lockstep with the White House, but that era may be ending today. The world is shifting. Trade routes, alliances, and power centers are being redrawn. And in the middle of that map, Canada quietly finding its voice. Donald Trump's America is doubling down on tariffs and trade wars. But Carney, once a Bank of Canada and Bank of England governor, is choosing another path: reconnection. While Trump threatens, Carney negotiates. While Washington builds walls, Ottawa opens doors. Months ago, China barely answered Canada's calls. Now that silence is breaking. Foreign Affairs Minister Anita Anand visited Beijing last week, the second such trip in 8 years. She and China's Wang Yi agreed to reopen channels for trade and security talks. That simple gesture could pave the way for the most consequential summit of the decade. For Carney, it's not about picking sides. It's about building bridges that serve Canada first. He believes engagement isn't weakness, it's leverage. Dialogue over division, a simple phrase but a radical shift in foreign policy. And it's working. Markets have noticed, allies are watching. The Canadian dollar strengthens as talk of a Carney-Xi summit spreads across newswires. For years, relations between Ottawa and Beijing were frozen. Canola bans, detained citizens, and mutual distrust. Now those ice walls are beginning to crack. Carney's team is carefully balancing economic gain with Canadian values. He insists human rights and economic growth can coexist in foreign policy. Critics call it naive. Supporters call it real leadership. Whatever the label, the world is listening, and so is Beijing. Inside China's Great Hall of the People, preparations quietly begin for a potential summit. Diplomatic sources describe Carney as pragmatic but principled. That balance is winning him praise from European leaders and Asian partners alike. In contrast, Trump's return to the White House has rekindled a storm of tariffs. His rhetoric targets China, but the shockwaves hit Canada's auto industry. Carney sees opportunity where others see danger. Beijing has hinted it would drop its tariffs on Canadian canola if Ottawa eases EV duties. Carney has not accepted, nor rejected, the offer. He's waiting for the right move. That patience is his weapon, economic judo against American aggression. If the U.S. closes its markets, China may open theirs, on Canada's terms. It's a risky game, but it's one Carney was born to play. For many Canadians, his rise from economist to statesman feels like a moment of national rebirth. From farmers in the prairies to tech workers in Toronto, people see hope in his approach. But Carney knows diplomacy is a long game, and every word matters. His message to Canadians: our sovereignty is not for sale, but our partnerships are forged in mutual respect. Analysts call this the Carney Doctrine. It prioritizes innovation over intimidation, cooperation over conflict. Even Trump's closest advisors admit Carney's moves have caught them off guard. Behind the scenes, Washington pressures Ottawa to stay aligned on China. But Carney's response is simple: Canada will choose its own path.